never gives, they never gives, they never give up.
Hey folks, Revolutionary Brewer back, and today we're going to do another canned beer kit review, and then we're going to have a little discussion, a little talk about brewing in general. So today we're going to be trying out a Cooper's kit that I haven't reviewed yet, actually, hard to believe. It's going to be the Cooper's Blonde. So it's a nice light beer, so let's open it up and... Ooh, nice little smoke there. I don't know if you can see that or not. And we'll pour it up and get right down to it. We'll give it a pour and see what we got here. Going to pour it in a Carlsberg glass. Ooh, she looks like a nice beer. Should fit perfectly in here, actually. Look at that. Yeah, that's going to fit right in there. Look at that. Perfect. So, as you can see by the color, it's very, very light. It's very clear. There's not really any chill haze in it. You can pretty well see right through it. And, but, as always, the optics are nice, but let's see how it actually tastes. Wow, what? Unbelievable. I've said it many times, but these Cooper's kits, unbelievable. I just brewed this the standard way. It's one Cooper's kit. I use 1.5 pounds of liquid glucose and 1.5 pounds of liquid malt extract. So, well, let's take another drink. Oh, it's so clean, crisp. This is unbelievable. If you like a standard kind of macro lager, if that's your sort of beer, or a light ale, this is very similar to a lager, I find, actually. I mean, I brewed it at 68 degrees, and it does come with ale yeast, but it's so clean and crisp. There's just, wow, let me, one more drink here. Oh, wow, that's just nicely carbonated. You can see the bubbles going up through it. Wow, that's a good beer. That's just, that's an amazing beer. So I'm going to definitely give this one a 4.5. I never rated 1 of 5 yet. I haven't had the perfect beer, but this is, if you like a light beer, if you like a standard lager, I think this is the go-to kit. This is the kit to go to. The general Cooper's lager kits are good too. Plus they have a Pilsner kit as well, which actually comes with the lager yeast. But this one here is the one to go to. I brewed it up to 19 liters. I don't brew the full 23 liters because I find it gets watered down too much. So I always brew my kits to 19 liters. And wow, yeah, this is a little bit more flavorful, a little bit crisper than the lager. It's just really crisp and clean. No off flavors at all in this beer. It's just a good, clean, crisp, refreshing, beautiful beer. I can't really say too much about it. Besides that, 4.5 out of 5. I can't really give it any less than that. I mean, I don't know. That it is what it is. So that brings me to my next point. There was a little bit of discussion going on this week I had with a few people about brewing, and I just wanted to kind of reiterate a point that first, I think a lot of you that watch my videos probably also watch Craig Tube's videos, and he put it well. The reason that a lot of us in Canada started brewing is the price of beer. For instance, in my area here, a 24 of standard macro lager, like a Molson Canadian, or a Molson Canadian, Labatt's Blue, Budweiser, those style of beers, for a 24 bottle case of those beers, it's $45.99. So $46 for 24 beer, that's just outrageous. We don't have any choice. We in Nova Scotia anyways, because all the beer is sold through a government-owned store. So there's absolutely no alternative if we're going to buy like any macro lager, or same with wines or spirits, same thing. It's all sold through, it's called the Nova Scotia Liquor Corporation. The only thing we have a little bit of choice on is our local craft breweries. We can buy growlers there, which is what I generally do if I'm not drinking my own beer. But to the point, what I wanted to get at is there's a lot of discussion that, you know, this is not a great way to brew beer, the canned kits, and a lot of people are saying, well, you can't really make really good beer with canned kits. That's just wrong. It's dead wrong. This is great beer. And it's like anything. You just have to, it takes a little bit of practice. You have to use the right processes. That's the key. Like this one here, I was able to keep it in the high 60s for fermentation. Let it ferment for a couple weeks. Let the yeast do its thing. Don't use too much sugar. You want to use a combination of malt and a little bit of added. I use liquid glucose. I don't use all malt because I find it throws it out of balance. But find the right balance, and you can make great beers from these kits. A lot of people are saying don't even think about the canned kits. Just go to extract brewing where you boil in the hops and your specialty grains and all that sort of thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. I brew a lot of kits that way too. I get box kits with all the ingredients and do it that way. But the thing with these canned kits, you can knock out a kit in half an hour, let it ferment 2 weeks, bottle it, and then you have, you know, this is for me the cheapest way to brew good quality beer. For the ingredients and the kit, it comes to $26. So I can brew about 50 beer for $26, which is roughly, 60 cents a beer. If I go to our liquor store to buy beer, I'm going to be paying about $2 per bottle. So I can basically make great beer at home for, you know, roughly a third of the cost. And to me, this is better quality. Like, I don't know what it is. If I drink a macro lager, I find there's a little bit of a chemical taste to it. I don't know if it's due to the pasteurization of the beer or the corn or the rice that they'll use as an additive, to save money on malt. But there's just something a little bit off. These beers here, if you keep your brewing temperature in the high 60s, this is a clean, crisp, all-natural beer. And to me, canned kits are a great way to, I like to drink a fair amount of beer. I can't afford to, spend $46 on 24 beer. So this is a great way for me, an easy, cheap way to make great beer. And that's what it is for a lot of people in Canada. We just want to drink good beer at a reasonable price, and that's why we brew. I mean, I enjoy the hobby as well. I'm not saying that, but I got started in this, and I still do it because I want to drink good beer, but I want to do it at a reasonable price, and this is how I do it with canned kits. Extract kits, they're a little bit more expensive where I'm at. Like these I can make for $26. An extract kit's going to cost me generally about $40. So, and it's going to take a little bit more time. But I brew some of them too. I enjoy it. But, if I just want to knock out a quick beer to have some, to keep my supply up, this is how I do it, canned kits. And don't let anyone tell you that you can't make great. Look at this beer. It's delicious. Try it for yourself. Follow my instructions and, brew one of these blonde kits. Just add some malt, add some, glucose, dextrose if you don't have any liquid glucose in your area, and, brew it in the high 60s and see for yourself. Brew it up to 19 liters. You won't be disappointed. Anyways, as usual, we have some more kits in the pipeline, so stay tuned for that. We got a few different kinds coming up, a few lines that I haven't brewed before. One of them is going to be the Morgan's Canadian series. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Keep on brewing. Solid 4.5 out of 5. Cheers. See you next time.